Hi, my name is Elise and I am totally obsessed with my luxury garden. In the video today, I'm talking about how I preserve my tomatoes. Specifically, I'm going to show you how I'm making jarred tomato sauce. I am growing indeterminate tomatoes outside in my vegetable garden. I have another video on that I'll link below. And the tomatoes just keep coming and coming and coming. It is amazing how many tomatoes I have grown. I'm gonna guess I've picked at least 50 pounds of tomatoes this summer and it's still going. So I'm making a very simple tomato sauce. Tomatoes are very versatile because they can be saved and preserved in various ways. You can dehydrate them, of course, can sauce, or you can freeze them. I have whole tomatoes in my freezer right now in bags, and those again can be made into sauces later into the winter season. This recipe is really easy. It's made from almost everything, made fresh from my garden: basil, tomatoes, frozen carrots that I harvested and put into my freezer previously, fresh garlic, salt, pepper, oil, and some celery I had left over in the fridge. A few things to note about tomatoes when growing them: they grow very well with basil, chives, and onion. I always plant a couple basil plants right next to my tomatoes because I think it increases their flavor. They also love full sun and heat, which we have here, so my tomatoes have done fantastic. And I also used a fertilizer that is 100% organic called Big Ass Tomatoes on them, and I talk about that in another video, but that obviously worked very well because I've had so many tomatoes from just 2 plants this season. So I hope you enjoy this video on me showing you how I am making my own tomato sauce fresh from the garden. It's very simple. It took me just an hour, and then I put the tomato sauce into these jars and did a water bath where I boiled them for 10 minutes with the lid on, and that seals the lid at the top so that they will stay fresh for longer. I know there are some tips out there that you need to add certain products to make the sauce preserve longer, but we will use this up in a few short months. We eat a lot of tomato sauce, so I'm not worried about that. These will last long enough for us. Last year when I made sauce, it lasted the whole winter season with no additives. So I'm not doing that, but check this out and hopefully it will inspire you to grow your own tomatoes, because just from 2 tomato plants I've gotten a ton of tomato sauce. I won't be buying any from the grocery store this season. I've also had fresh tomatoes that I've used in salads and just eaten fresh. So I highly recommend growing tomatoes if you have full sun and heat. And you don't need a big garden to grow tomatoes. You can grow them in pots on your sun deck or patio. So please, if you can make it work, try out growing tomatoes.
I would say this is about 8 pounds of tomatoes, and I'm actually going to go back out to the garden and pick a little bit more because there's still more ripe tomatoes on the vine. Well, I just went and got another full bowl, so this is probably like 15 pounds of tomatoes straight off the vine, 2 different varieties. These ones are a little bit bigger. These ones are a deeper red with a little bit of green striations in them. I don't actually know the name of the tomatoes because I got them just from the plants from someone's house and they weren't labeled, so I don't actually know exactly what the varieties are. But wow, I'm so excited to turn these into tomato sauce, farm to table. I'm so excited to turn all these freshly harvested tomatoes into some pasta sauce that I will store and use this fall and winter. Look at these. Whew, so beautiful. So check out all of the sauce I have made. Some of it's separating a little bit because it's been sitting. But I'm so happy with all of this. I did a hot water bath with these to seal the lid, so if you press the lid it doesn't pop up, so that will keep them preserved longer. And I just bought these jars at a local grocery store. And I'm so excited to eat all of this pasta sauce. Woohoo!
And if you've made it to the end of this video watching how I made tomato sauce from my freshly harvested basil, tomato, and garlic and carrots from my garden, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like this video so that I'm encouraged to do more videos like this. Have a great day and happy gardening!